tax issue, President Bola Tinubu's government is doing the right thing at the wrong time. President Bola Tinubu's tax policy is going to put Nigerians into more hardship, especially now that the economy of Nigeria is not functioning as it should be. Introducing more taxes and making them mandatory for Nigerians to pay, knowing fully well that the majority of the people of Nigeria do not have the means to pay, would be regarded as a hostile policy. This has led the Viewers Corner news team to the statement that Alhaji Bola Tinubu made during his campaign. He said that he was going to slow down the economy by reducing the purchasing power of the people. If this is how his government is going to grow the economy of Nigeria, then we are afraid that such a method would not work. We believe that taxes are a major source of income for any government, but before collecting taxes from citizens, certain conditions would have to be met. Give Nigerians the opportunity by opening the ways that would enable them to earn money. When this is done, then the government can collect taxes which is reasonable. We also believe that this is how it is done in most progressive countries of the world. Look at Nigeria, companies are folding up. Some foreign companies in Nigeria have moved out of the country to a moderate country where they can operate and make gains, and small businesses in Nigeria are going down daily. Despite all these, the government of Nigeria is still introducing different tax methods without thinking of how Nigerians are going to pay them. We are therefore appealing to the government of Nigeria to go back to the drawing board and figure out the best way to grow the economy of Nigeria. Those benefiting from the proceeds of banditry in Nigeria, especially in the northern part of the country, would not allow such evil venture to end. The Viewers Corner News in the past pleaded to the government of Nigeria that proper attention be given to this issue. Many years ago, when banditry was not in Nigeria, the issue of hunger was not there, like it is today. Then, farmers had access to their farmland where lots of cultivation took place, making it possible for Nigerians to have food items to buy, but today, bandits have driven farmers out of their farms, making it extremely difficult for farmers to plant. This is part of the reasons Nigerians are facing food shortages in the country. Hence, we are calling on the government of Nigeria to address this troubling issue as soon as they can, so that farmers can return to their farms without fear of being killed. We also believe that, if the government of Nigeria can eradicate this aspect of the problem, then there would be enough food in the market for Nigerians to buy. Ukraine and Russia conduct major prisoner swap, exchanging 95 soldiers each. Ukraine and Russia have just completed a major prisoner swap, exchanging 95 soldiers each. This is the first big prisoner exchange in over a month, and it was made possible with the help of the United Arab Emirates, according to Russia's defense ministry. More than half of the Ukrainian soldiers who were returned had been sentenced to long-term prison sentences or life imprisonment in Russia. These soldiers had fought in key battles, including the siege of Mariupol and in regions like Donetsk, Luhansk, and Kharkiv. This swap is just the latest in a series of prisoner exchanges between Ukraine and Russia since the start of the full-scale invasion. In fact, over 3,600 Ukrainian soldiers have been returned home through these exchanges. Just last month, 152 Ukrainian prisoners were returned in another United Arab Emirates-mediated swap. The exact number of Ukrainians still held in Russia remains unclear, but estimates suggest around 8,000 Ukrainians, including 1,600 civilians, are being held as prisoners of war. Kenya's Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has been removed from office by senators despite being hospitalized. Gachagua failed to appear for his impeachment trial, prompting his lawyer to request a postponement due to chest pains. The impeachment process began after Gachagua fell out with President William Ruto. An overwhelming majority of members of the parliament voted to impeach him, leading to his two-day trial in the Senate. Gachagua described the impeachment as political lynching. President Ruto swiftly nominated Interior Minister Kithure Kindiki as Gachagua's replacement, which was unanimously approved by Parliament. However, the Nairobi High Court suspended the impeachment and Kindika's swearing in until October 24. Gachagwa's removal has sparked mixed reactions across Kenya, particularly in his home region of Mount Kenya. The region plays a significant role in Kenyan politics, with approximately a quarter of the country's votes. Key factors leading to Gachagwa's removal. Promoting ethnically divisive politics. Gachagua was accused of promoting divisive politics instead of being a national unifier. Regional tensions. His comments suggesting the government would prioritize areas that voted for the winning ticket sparked outrage. Fallout with President Ruto. Gachagwa's attempts to consolidate power in Mount Kenya led to his downfall. Implications and future developments. Ruto's alliance with Odinga. President Ruto's partnership with Raila Odinga, his former rival, has raised eyebrows. Gachagwa's future. If unsuccessful in challenging his impeachment, Gachagua may face a 10-year ban from running for office. Kenya's shifting political landscape. The country's politics is known for unexpected alliances and twists, leaving room for surprising developments. Prabowo Subianto, a 73-year-old former general, has just become Indonesia's 8th president, marking an incredible comeback after 26 years. In his inaugural speech, Prabowo emphasized the need for Indonesia to become a brave nation, willing to take on challenges. He vowed to boost the economy to 8% annual growth, attract more investments, and address the dwindling manufacturing sector, declining jobs, and growing informal economy. Prabowo's key initiatives. Free School Meals Program, a multi-billion-dollar program to provide free meals to students. Domestic processing of natural resources, increasing domestic processing of natural resources. Anti-corruption efforts, targeting officials and businessmen to tackle corruption. However, critics are worried about potential democratic backsliding due to Prabowo's military background and past human rights allegations. His administration will also face scrutiny over Indonesia's dominant political dynasties. Despite these challenges, Prabowo's presidency promises a mix of nationalism and pragmatic governance. His leadership style is expected to bring greater stability, but it remains to be seen if he can deliver on his promises and tackle Indonesia's pressing challenges. As the third president with a military background, following Suharto and Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono, Prabowo's journey will be closely watched. Germany resumes large-scale arms exports to Turkey amid NATO cooperation. Germany has restarted large-scale arms exports to Turkey, approving €103 million in defense equipment this year. This shift in policy reverses years of limited exports following Turkey's 2016 military coup attempt and invasion of northern Syria. Germany has authorized 69 licenses worth €103 million, including €840,000 in arms. 28 Seahawk torpedoes and accessories from ThyssenKrupp and Atlas Electronic, €156 million, 101 missiles from European multinational developer and manufacturer of missiles MBDA. Turkey also seeks 40 Eurofighter jets, co-produced by Germany, with Chancellor Olaf Scholz backing UK negotiations. This renewed cooperation aims to strengthen NATO ties but raises concerns due to Turkey's military actions and human rights records. DJI, the world's largest drone manufacturer, is taking the U.S. Department of Defense to court over being labeled a Chinese military company. The company claims it's been unfairly added to a list that prohibits American companies from doing business with them, despite having no ties to the Chinese military. DJI had tried to resolve the issue amicably for over 16 months but was left with no choice but to seek relief in federal court. The company emphasizes that it produces consumer and commercial drones, not military drones, and the Department of Defense acknowledges this. The Pentagon's list is part of the National Defense Authorization Act, aimed at countering Beijing's efforts to acquire advanced technologies from Chinese companies that appear civilian but may have military ties. DJI was first added to the list in 2022 and remains on it, along with other Chinese companies like Advanced Microfabrication Equipment Inc., which is also suing the Pentagon. This lawsuit is significant, as it highlights the tensions between the US and China over technology and national security. DJI's inclusion on the list has already led to lost contracts and a damaged reputation, with US and international customers severing ties due to concerns over national security risks. Key implications: US-China tensions. The lawsuit reflects growing concerns over Chinese technology and national security risks. DJI's reputation. The company's inclusion on the list has damaged its reputation and led to lost contracts. Broader impact. The outcome of this lawsuit may affect other Chinese companies on the Pentagon's list and the future of US-China tech relations. The case is ongoing, and its outcome will likely have significant implications for the drone industry and US-China relations. If you want more in-depth analysis on politics and good governance, subscribe to Viewers Corner News and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest videos. Thank you for listening.